roster spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Great to have you with us at Dwight L. Perry Stadium in Bowling Green, Ohio, home to the Bowling Green Falcons. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Delaware Blue Hens, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Bowling Green Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Falcons will kick it away to start us off. And he's going to try to return this one. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Give to the back. And that's the way they'll start, and they hope it gets better. No gain. Guys, let's chat for just a moment about Delaware. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a three-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
Dropping back, it's Beam. Finds his back in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Blue Hens will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. And the Blue Hens have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on 1st down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility, and you've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
The Blue Hens in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Can't get him to the ground. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up as the 26 with the 1st down.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
It's complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
This time on target. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Beam. He got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Blue Hens.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll try the run. Picks up the first down, still moving. At midfield, he's got room. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Falcons. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He tries to take the top off. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Looking for more room. And what a big play here, and the return takes him back inside the 25. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, BG.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second. Gonna take a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Falcons can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. They're working that left side. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bowling Green. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. Gets it out to the 33 before he goes out of bounds. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Back to pass, it's Bean. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the 1st quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Talking to coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put anything together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Going for the big play. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. It was just too easy, and he didn't look it in.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Pocket breaking down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive, you want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the 1st half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Falcons! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I'll tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this 1st quarter.
And he puts through the extra point. Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Here we go. Off play action on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
To the air on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, BG.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the 1st quarter yet.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Bowling Green has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Back to throw, it's Bean. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Back to pass on second down. He's got him.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Looking to throw for it. Under fire. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He's got it. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Blue Hens with the 1st and 10.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target.
Catch and stride inside the 15. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware.
Man, the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like, quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. They'll try to get outside. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. All right, guys, let's talk about Bowling Green. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so...
They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Got his man quickly. He'll take 4. It's on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty. But the defense forced a big turnover.
And these wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarm did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Brown wants to pass. Buying some time. Looking for the score. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Wants to adjust the pattern. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play-calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Blue Hens are threatening in the red zone.
Ready.
Looking to throw on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Bowling Green. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Floating away. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Brown will throw it. Zings it complete to the right. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Turning it on. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the right. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got some room to run. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Falcons. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Snagged in the middle. It's Madden. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Brown wants to pass. Finds his man. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of
catch inside the 30 and still running. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got the back over the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Blue Hens will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He's on